Previously on that Cthulhu John.
So you go back out to the garage.
I don't walk right in. I kind of like slowly open the door in front of me and say, Willis?
Around the corner jumps Willis Freeman. He has a wild look in his eye. Tries to sneak in a quick attack with a scalpel.
You're not thinking clearly. Put that thing down.
You guys are kind of wrestling now.
Do like an applied pressure. Try to get him to submit.
He goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." You see him drift off to sleep.
And I start picking the lock on that door.
There's a couple stairs that lead down into a basement. And you see a box that has an open top in it. And you can tell it's open because there's a bunch of wires going into it from what looks like a recording machine, like a reel-to-reel device.
How many wires?
6 wires.
We're hoping to get some of the books swapped out so I can continue on with my research.
Just don't be worried about your books. It's what's taken me so long.
All right, Heather, you go to set these books down. Books fall out of the bags. In there is a bookmark.
How far from the end is this page in the 14th book?
Pretty close to the end. And it talks about losing 10 years of your life. At the end is basically something that says, there may be a way, and then it stops.
Welcome to that Cthulhu John.
Hello, thanks for joining us for that Cthulhu John episode 69. We are a real play Call of Cthulhu podcast. I am George, your keeper of arcane lore. And with me are my friends and investigators, Chad.
If you're really us, what number are we thinking of?
Chuck.
69, dudes! I had to, right?
And Jennie.
Hi.
All right, so when we last left off, we were at the hospital with Heather and Walter. There was some new information that came to light as they looked towards the end of book 14. It had kind of a teaser about something about the age spell, and there might be a way to avoid it, or might be a way to do something. It doesn't really say.
But there may be a way.
Yeah, there may be a way.
Who writes a tome like that?
Dicks.
Yeah.
I don't, that's ridiculous.
Snakes. That's who writes a book like that.
Snake sympathizers.
They found something that fell out of the book that had a sigil that looks kind of like the one that they found in Professor Brightly's office, but it had a couple different things missing from it. Like a couple like lines and circles and stuff. Just slightly off from the other one. You guys are going over this stuff, but Walter, a nurse comes in and says, "Oh, Mr. Pendergast, I didn't realize you had company. It's time to change your dressings, though."
You. I see. Well, it's regular visiting hours, right?
It is.
Says, well, maybe we could pick this up in a few minutes, Heather?
Yeah, sure. I'll leave you to it.
He carefully stands up. I mean, assuming he needs to. I'm not sure, actually. Wait, would he need to stand up or lay down still, or what's best?
Well, you're going to need to stand up. Rather, sit up. Sit up in bed.
Sit up, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. So then he carefully does and throws his legs over the bed.
And the nurse starts to undo the dressing around you. And it starts to get down to the bottom layer. And the bottom layer is always the worst part.
Maybe we should wet it? Don't pull it. He gets a
Yeah.
little defensive.
Yeah. Well, she says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Pendergast, but we just have to do it this way. We'll be sure to be gentle when we put it back on, though."
It's not going to tear the skin off, is it? Ugh.
No, not at all. But as she's starting to pull it, you can feel the gauze kind of get stuck to some of the staples that are holding the skin in place. And they pull, and you feel it tug on your new skin beneath your old skin.
He kind of just winces, grimaces, try to keep it in.
Yeah. after the bandages are taken off, she starts to put some ointment around the edges of your skin grafts. The ointment burns a little bit, but it also numbs the area at the same time, which makes reapplying the gauze and dressings a lot easier on you, but you can still feel it like a burning when they press against the centralized part of the skin graft. It's an excruciating, burning, stabbing sensation.
I would imagine he's very tensed up and stress-ridden.
Is that because you're going easy on the morphine?
That too, yeah.
Yeah. So, Walter, you get that done. Heather, what do you do after you leave Walter?
I think I'm going to find a payphone and call the house I think Ginger is at and see if Professor Bradshaw answers. I feel like I forgot about my friend long enough. Should maybe check in.
Check in on her. Where do you think she's at?
Bradshaw's house?
Okay. All right. Do you have Bradshaw's number? Or are you just going to look it up?
Yeah, I guess I'll just look it up. I mean, I thought I might have it from, like, working with him or breaking into his house at some point, but...
I'm going to go ahead and say that he handed it out to his cast members and crew in case they need to get in touch with him, any other time that he's not there. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say you have his number.
Okay, so I'll just call him from a payphone, like, I don't know, a couple blocks away.
Okay. You get to a payphone, you pull out your purse, and you have, cards in there, and they're kind of lined with lipstick, but you find a piece of paper that's crumbled up. It's got some hair and a dum-dum stuck to it or something.
You got a dum-dum stuck to you.
And you pull it out, uncrumple it, and this is Bradshaw's number.
Okay, so I call it.
You call up the number, and you hear, after a couple of rings, you hear, "Yeah, hello?
Hi, is Ginger there?
Who's calling?"
Oh, that's her sister?
There's a long pause. He goes, "She doesn't want to talk to you."
It's just about some money I'm supposed to send her.
Give me a persuade roll.
Okay.
You have to be persuasive over the phone.
Where's persuade? Oh, I found it. Found it. It's in the P's. 11!
Woo!
Oh my god. That is extreme.
Whoa.
Nice. So you hear him go, maybe she would like to speak to her sister. And there's another pause for a little bit. And over the phone you hear a very weak voice of Ginger. Yeah, hello?
Hi, Ginger. It's Heather. Don't say anything. I'm just pretending to be your sister, so just answer accordingly. Do you need help? Just say yes or no.
You hear her breathe in the phone for a little bit. And she goes, "No. I'm okay, Heather. Just leave me alone, okay?"
Not gonna do that. I'm not gonna leave you there. Do your parents know you're there?
When you ask that, you hear in the background, "Heather? Who the hell's Heather? Wait a minute." And he grabs the phone and he goes, and you hear on the other end, "Little lady, is this the stage member that I hired?"
No habla inglés.
"You son of a bitch." And you just hear you hear a click on the other end.
Awesome.
Well, that's so fucked up.
You're a real son of a bitch.
No, I forgot his voice and I hate it. But he always says cute nicknames, so I'm so torn.
Now Ginger gets the hose.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, God.
All right, so Heather, we'll leave you off there. Let's go to Thompson. What are you doing, Thompson? You were sleeping in the van out front of Willis's garage?
I might have dozed for a few, I'm not sure. But in that time, I had a realization that I don't think I ever checked Higfrit's pockets, or, his human clothing pockets. I don't know what happened to his clothes, but if they're in the crate or if they're anywhere, I should see if he's got keys or anything.
The pants are in the bottom of the crate. They fell off when you took them out because they were kind of shredded up before, if you remember.
And yeah, his physique is not too human anymore anyway, right? He had the his tail was in the one pant leg. I remember that was real awkward to picture.
Right.
Imagine they didn't fit right. Then in that case, I want to go take a look. I'm gonna let myself into the garage. I don't recall if we locked it, but I'll let myself in
Okay.
regardless.
All right. I don't recall you locking it, so I'm going to say it's unlocked.
I'll give it a knock and like a little peek through the window first, because I don't know if he came out in that time, but he didn't wake me up or anything, so
No, you don't see anything in there.
I do the whole open the door all the way before I step in kind of thing.
And then he swings down from the rafters and stabs you in the eye. No.
Oh man, this guy. Why do I keep walking in there?
He never saw it coming.
Tase him, tase him.
There's nothing. There's nothing. There's no one in there. The place looks just the same way that you left it.
Okay. I go and search the crate. I guess glance over whatever he might still be wearing to see if there's any. It looks like anything that might have pockets.
So the things that he's wearing right now, he has one of the jackets that he was wearing is still attached to him after you cut it up the back and tried to move him and everything. And pants are kind of just around his ankles at this point.
Oh.
Ankles?
Ankles.
Snankles.
Snankles. No, it doesn't work.
Then I'm gonna go check his snankles. I check the pants, back and front pockets, all that.
Okay. In there is a key ring. It has 4 different keys on it in his pants pocket.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It has a keychain on it too. And the keychain is the name of the trucking company that he works at.
Okay. Anything else stand out about it, or is it just a promotional item?
No, nothing. Oh, the keychain?
Yeah.
No, it just looks...
Anything else stand out about it, or is it...
It's a bottle opener too.
Oh, great. I might need this. I don't bother taking it off right now.
All right.
I suppose that could be evidence, but these are his keys anyway, so it's whatever. Anything else?
He also has another set of keys with a car key attached to it. So it looks like a set of house keys and then maybe some car keys attached to another keychain.
Okay. I will take those as well.
Okay.
Is that everything?
He had a wallet with some money in it. A couple credit cards.
Cha-ching. I'll take the cash, of course. A little
Yeah.
walking around money.
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah, write down an extra $50.
I do not take his wallet, I don't think, at the moment. I don't know if I want it on me. I mean, it could be useful, but I don't know. Anything that stands out? Any business cards or phone numbers that I might take notice of, or scraps of paper with all the answers I've been looking for written down?
Right, yeah. There is one index card folded up and put in there, and it has a bunch of phone numbers on it. No names or anything, though.
All right, I snatched that out of there. And then just to double check, I don't see the Detective Thompson business card, do I? Just in case, I would get that out of there.
No, it's not amongst those.
Okay. What was that called? It was a flashcard.
That's kind of funny. I used to do something similar. I kept this old piece of paper that was folded up a bunch of times. It had like 40 different friends written on it and all kinds of different handwriting throughout the years as I got older.
This would.
That's pretty great. How many phone numbers on that card? How many different, like, sets of phone numbers?
7.
One number for each of Fiddy and Harold. Oh, maybe not, but who knows?
If that's the case, it would just have a picture of the stone next to the name.
Sheesh. Oh, yeah, why would you have your own number? In case you forget it. Okay. There's nothing else stands out on his in his belongings. Anything in the jacket or
In the jacket, you find a pair of gloves, but nothing else.
Okay. I got some sweet driving gloves, so I don't need them.
I thought that was Lenny that had the driving gloves.
I mean, of course, this guy got them too. He's got the sweet T-bird.
Makes sense.
He probably has brown leather ones though. He's like a brown leather driving glove guy.
I think so, yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, that's soft brown leather.
You know when you got the T-tops off, you know. That is something I kept forgetting to do. So I guess with that, I will lock the garage door behind me this time.
Okay.
So none of the neighborhood kids come wandered in and see what we got. And fire up that van.
Okay. Where are you headed?
Honestly, at first, I didn't really know, but I might. Oh, I don't know. It hasn't been that long, but I don't know. This is dumb. Is it dumb?
No.
What time of day? No, it's like noon. What day is it?
Thursday.
It's a weekday. Okay, then it's too early. I mean, one of those keys on that key ring should probably be the trucking company in his office, I assume, right? But I can't go now. Everyone's gonna be there, and you know, I assume somebody might have said, "Get that fucking guy Thompson" to somebody. So I will not go there yet. I suppose I might swing by the hospital after all, even though I just spoke with them, and then I can use the phone there for my next plans. And if Heather's still hanging around, maybe I can get her to steal some supplies and patch me up.
Done. I got some stuff to tell you anyway.
All right. So let's say you guys all meet up at the hospital. Walter, we're gonna say that everyone meets up at the hospital by 1:30.
I'll stop and grab some sandwiches. Bring them with me.
All right.
It's on Higfrit.
So by the time, so Heather, you get there a little before Thompson, but Thompson, you show up not too long after, and it's 1:30 at the hospital, and you guys are all in Walter's room. What do you guys do?
Well, I mean, 1:30 at the hospital. Got to start dancing, I guess.
Party time.
I don't know.
Gang's all here.
Everyone's in one room.
I'm going to tell you guys that I called Ginger and that she's there and she's totally brainwashed
She's where?
at Bradshaw's.
His house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
did Thompson go with me to the house? Didn't Thompson go to the house with me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, sorry.
I was looking at red spatter. I
Yeah.
think. Well, when you went upstairs, and then we put the booby trap urn back where it was before we left.
And all the seance candles, and then there was the posters, all
Yeah,
that. Okay.
that's right.
Why would he keep her at his house, though? I mean, is she like a full-time prisoner now?
Because he's like sucking her money dry.
He kept the previous actress, so why not keep this one? Beginning to see a pattern. Although it makes me wonder what his timeline is for this play of his.
Give me an education roll.
Oh.
Because I've told you before.
Oh, right, about his,
The play.
when the play was happening. I could probably go back and look at notes, but I'll roll it. Because rollies. Just barely. I rolled an 80 out of 85, thankfully. I was scared when I saw that 8.
It is the first Saturday of April, the 6th.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you fail? Or did you pass?
No, I passed.
Okay, good.
Passed by 5.
I thought you said
Too late.
85.
Too
Too
late.
late.
I already said it.
Yep.
Got one over on him, after all.
And we're in March right now, right? We're the 14th of March.
Yeah, Thursday the 14th. Yeah.
Okay. So it's next month.
I also saw a bunch of cops battering into Lenny's house, and I described the cops to Thompson because I was staring at them through binoculars so that I can remember what they look like.
Do any of them ring a bell?
I
mean, does it really? It might not matter, but
it might.
do I think it might be anyone that
anyone that you recognize or something like
Yeah.
that? Let's see. Get a luck roll.
I mean, a yes or no might be all right, and if it comes up, it comes up. But what is luck? Oh, right, of course, it's at 10 right now. 82 will not pass.
No, none of them sound familiar to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a bunch of pigs to me. You know what I'm saying?
Walter raises an eyebrow skeptically and looks up from his notes.
Just trying not to be upset about losing my job.
Well,
Sounds like you're coping very well.
It's a little salty right now.
I mean, if all this goes well, we'll be able to deal with, he uses the air quotes, your police chief, right?
Haven't decided to stop working exactly. I mean, we're gonna figure this stuff out, and if I can prove my innocence in all this at least, or play it off, or whatever we have to do, ideally, I wouldn't mind going back to the old gig.
Well, wait. I mean, has your police chief accused you of anything officially? I thought you said they wanted to put you in, he uses the air quotes again, protective custody or something. They might be looking for you, but...
Yeah, the mob half is certainly interested in me, given that they've taken my family. He kind of sighs at that, and I assume they keep contact with the Opals, and I assume that's why they went back to Lenny's to see if we were hiding out there, given that I'm not around, maybe. These are all just assumptions, but me and the chief, the last few times I saw him, he seemed to be able to smell my fear. He told me to lay off. He basically told me to not get involved in any of this. And then he ordered that I be taken into, of course, protective custody right after Heather found the opal and said my name after hearing the voices in her head. So if he didn't know, I'm pretty sure he knows now.
Whoopsie.
I was kind of thinking that...
To be fair, all she said was Thompson, but it doesn't take a detective.
Yeah.
You mentioned, when you did battle with the others, that you had kind of let that slip. So one way or the other, yeah, I guess they're definitely onto you now.
He already was, given my continued interest in Lenny after his passing. And then I accused the medical examiner of either being paid off or,
Falsifying, yeah.
Yeah, falsifying stuff, which that was another thing. I still want to possibly push that issue again a little bit. But, I mean, I've been kicking the hornet's nest or yada yada, something or other.
Stirring up the pot?
I've been stirring the pot, if you will, yeah.
It's a long shot here, guys, but he takes out that bookmark and he says, you guys saw something similar to this in Brightly's office, right?
Yeah, it's almost identical. There's some different lines on it, but the same circle and 5 spots. I mean, all that's the same.
I mean, I wonder if it's not just them. This is the long shot part, but when we were in Raquel's office, do you guys ever remember seeing any similar symbols anywhere?
No. You guys don't remember seeing something that looked like that?
I have the drawing in my purse that I traced. We can put it on top of it.
Well, no, what I was thinking is maybe, Raquel might know what these symbols mean, or if there's more to it that we don't know. Is it something that could be easily described over the phone, or you think it'd be better to show it to her in person?
It would definitely be better to show.
Yeah, I don't know if it wouldn't come across. I don't think too easy. It seems very complex, right? I'm sure it has to be very specific.
Yeah, I wonder maybe, I don't know if she knows anything about it, but could be something.
Well, she has her own books. Have you guys seen any of her books?
No, not physically. I mean,
It's so strange to me that everyone very secretive with their sets, it seems.
Especially since it's like a communal project.
well, sure. The knowledge that's contained therein, I mean, it's something that needs to be protected.
The fact that they call themselves the Magus Five implies that they have some kind of team or collective, and the fact that they're all kind of withholding tells me that's not the case at all.
Seems like they don't trust each other.
Everyone's got secrets, and I don't trust any of them, including her, even though she seems like the only good one out of the bunch.
Well, given what Willis said about me and what we know about Brightly and Raquel, I mean, I think the Magus Five implies that they have some knowledge, beyond that of normal everyday people. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean,
Brightly can shapeshift. Raquel can talk to the dead.
Wait a minute. When did we say Brightly could shapeshift?
we assume Brightly can shapeshift. Well, it's his book that says you can eat people to turn into them.
Oh, okay.
We don't know if he's eaten anybody.
But he can, technically, if he's
Bones and
read
all.
this book as well as I have, which I would assume he has.
Fair assumption.
Yeah, I assume so as well, of course. I mean, especially if he's hiding the book, he has to know what's in it. Of course, he didn't really hide it too well, so is it like I don't know, a weird decoy? Or...
I'm sure he's read it at least once or probably more than once. So, I mean, I think it's safe to assume that he knows some sort of spell. It's weird to even say that, but...
From what I understand, yeah, these guys, at least they think they do. And they think that you don't.
Which makes me wonder what Willis and Tom might know, because Willis seemed to imply that all of them at least know some sort of magic.
Yeah, it's
Oh, and Brightly's got the heart attack business, or the grasp.
Yeah, it makes me believe that he probably killed the other guy.
You guys had the imprint of the scales. You gonna?
I produced the imprint of the scales. I say, and speaking of which, while we're comparing these, I kind of like look at the door and kind of like draw the curtain a bit, and I unbutton my shirt and show my stab wound wherever that was. Was my shoulder somewhere or something?
Yeah, it was in your shoulder.
I say, you guys, do they have any supplies in here we could use? Take care of this.
Oh my god. Let me look at that. I start digging in drawers.
Walter said you seem to know what you're doing.
A little bit. Just
Give
another
a medicine roll.
hobby that I
Well,
picked up and then stopped doing. Okay.
Walter holds back the urge to make the joke about don't ask her for CPR, but he's thinking it.
Yeah, Willis kind of lost it when he saw Higfrit for a second time, and I thought everything was fine at first. I calmed him down, and I stepped away for a few minutes. Came back. He tried to ambush me in his garage when I walked back in. We rolled around a
Did you
bit,
pass?
and I caught a scalpel in the shoulder.
I did not, but I'll use 6 luck.
All right.
Thanks.
Roll 1d3 then, Chuck,
For what?
for healing.
Oh, I would prefer that Jennie roll the healing, given that she rolled the medicine.
Okay.
Might as well.
What? I know the 3 one now.
Nice.
I'm not even gonna ask. It's the pyramid.
That's a D4.
D4.
What you would
The D3. Roll a D6.
and half it.
Yeah.
Or do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, just
So
the
like
regular
4 is a
one?
Yeah, the regular
5 is a-
one.
Wait,
Yeah.
just that one?
Yeah. Yeah, the cube.
Oh. 2.
All right, you get back 2 hit points.
Nice.
Not bad. The highest you can get back is 3, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Whew.
you shot it right down the
I
middle.
was like, there's like up to 6 in there.
It's a good thing you rolled it. If it were me, I do 1 and 2 as 1, 3 and 4 as 2, 5 and 6 as 3.
See, that's crazy to me because the 1, 2, 3 is already there. I don't know. That's easier. It brings me up to 5. Thank you very much.
Nice.
I'm at half of my hit points.
Wait, you've only got 10 hit points too?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's thin. His constitution, strength aren't great.
Got you.
Size ain't big.
He has good firearms, though,
Lean.
right?
He is a very good firearmer. He's good. He's very good at handgun, and his shotgun is over half, and rifle. Yeah,
Nice.
70 for handguns.
Nice.
That went up last time.
Walter's a little jealous of that.
I'm out there like shooting perps, you know.
Bang! In the back while they're running away.
Yeah, this is the 80s.
Because that's what heroes do.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, at one time at his lowest, but now he has a newfound like lease on, you know, being the good guy. Maybe he'll start
All right.
shooting him in the face.
Thompson, you get a buzz on your pager.
Okay, I check the number of the pager.
All right, you check that pager number, and you see that it is Freddy getting back to you.
Oh, goody. I don't want to use the phone in here to call him just in case, because I think he was my criminal informant, and if they're like using any means to find me, they are cops, and they might go look at recent cases and things.
Thompson, this Freddy guy, no one else knows that he's your contact, though.
It's my side piece.
Kinda.
Okay, then in that case, I feel a little more comfortable about it. I say, that's important. Walter, you mind if I use the phone here?
I don't, but say, did you ever make those rubbings? I'd like to kind of compare.
Yeah, I pulled them out right before I exposed my wounds.
So you compare the two rubbing of the Ophidian skin to the leather binding on the
Scaled binding.
on the snake skin binding of the Arendum anguis populo. And the scale markings look similar, but the ones on the Ophidian are much larger.
All right. He did take multiple, or rather, did you take rubbings at different areas as asked, or was it just one?
He said they didn't have the belly type of scales.
Okay,
so I
so
think
they're
I
pretty
just did
consistent.
like a section of the side of the back, like toward the middle and this side of the body, I guess. It would probably be the biggest, I guess. I don't think I would have done too many if it was mostly the same.
All right. Just kind of shrugs, but
Yeah. When I say that they're
Still,
similar, they're not exactly the same looking. They're just, they
Yeah.
kind of both look snaky.
yeah.
Walter would probably think that the book isn't bound in Ophidian skin.
That's what he's thinking now, yeah. But he's like, man, so you've seen them twice now. I can't
I
even
have-
imagine what they really look like.
Well, I kind of point at the rubbing. It's like that, about as tall as us, but they got like kind of stumpy legs a little bit, and then their mouth's about, and then I do use my hands to make how big my face would be.
It's disgusting. You don't want to see it.
You know they can unhinge their
It's
jaws.
disgusting.
Well, if we manage to keep it for a little while, you might see the one at Willis's.
Well, that or depending on your photography skills, he gestures to his camera. I could give you a crash course, or
I'm not going to have that developed.
Wait a minute, yeah.
It might not be a great idea at the moment, but yeah, it will need to be documented. However, there is something else. You mind if I make a rubbing of the book cover?
That's a good
Just in
idea.
case.
Yeah.
We could bring it to exotic pet store or something and see if maybe they could identify it just in case. A second opinion. But looking at these two, I would guess that it's not Ophidian.
I think it's a neat idea, yeah. Why not?
And I will make a rubbing of the anguis, addendum populo.
Yes.
Did you?
Populi. Anguis. What was it?
Horrendum
Super scary
anguis
snake book.
populo. Yeah. Super scary snake.
Yes. Sounds like a Rhapsody of Fire song.
Walter starts looking around.
It does.
It's like, did you bring food?
Oh, I completely forgot. I must have just set the bag down on the table when I walked in. Got some, I guess, hoagies of sorts. Some cold cuts
Okay.
from some sort of
Couple
deli.
sandwiches.
That sounds
yeah.
so much better than hospital food. May I? And he kind of peers over there as if plotting on one of the sandwiches.
Sure. I grab one and toss it to you. Grab one, hold it up, looking at you, Heather.
I take it.
Hand it over
Thank
to you.
you.
I don't
Thanks,
remember
Luke.
the last time I've eaten. And I also bust a grub.
All right. Do you all just kind of eat together in the hospital?
I think so.
Yeah.
I guess
A
Getting
moment of rest.
lettuce and thin onion slices with pepper spots on them all over my sheets. Little tomato piece rolls off onto the floor.
Got the red hot relish on there. It's my favorite. So you guys have a bit of a late lunch. From there, I think you guys kind of caught each other up on everything, right?
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. So,
Man, I can't believe Willis stabbed you.
yeah.
You're sure, like, he wasn't in the right frame of mind, or was he in the right frame of mind?
he definitely lost it a little bit. Both times he looked at it, he just, I guess his brain refused to acknowledge the existence, even though, I mean, they know, but I assume he's never seen one.
What about you guys? Was it kind of the same for you when you saw them?
I work with monsters all the time. I almost shat my pants the first time I saw. Which one was, I forget, the good one? What's her name?
Yeah.
Rogfim, yeah. The first time I saw Rogfim transform, yeah, I was pretty fucking scared too. So I think that's why I get it.
Yeah. Jeez.
Same thing happened to Raquel. I mean, she didn't attack me, but she didn't lose her mind twice either.
Gosh. Now I wonder if I do want to see him.
Heather honestly took it better than anybody. I'm pretty sure when she first saw it, she just kept on waterboarding it.
Well,
She kicked it in the chest, fucking 300 style.
Oh yeah, the chair went backwards. Oh man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm like just adrenaline, and I feel like I've gone crazy quite a few times. Maybe this time was just not my turn.
I haven't known you very long, but you seem pretty much the same as when we met, when we thought Millie was dead, the first time.
Well, that sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, I would say. Maybe.
I like nudge Walter, and I'm like, he wasn't here for the symbols.
Yeah. But, I mean, you made it through.
Oh, right, I did hear about that. The oil and the Lenny. I mentioned that once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
He told me he just had to lay on the floor with that girl and all the olive oil.
It's all slippy.
Oh, Lenny.
So,
Do you think if we were able to get Ginger out of his house, that would, like, halt the play for now? I mean, would he have to find a new actress for the lead, or?
He would definitely have to find a new actress for the lead. I mean, when
Yeah.
I was there was no backup for her from what I remember.
When she was put into Friends, who you drove her there, or
No.
how did she get to Friends?
I just 302'd her, and then I had to leave because they were looking for me in the apartment, so I couldn't stay there. And I felt like she was unsafe, and then he
Gotcha.
picked her up.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, we're not gonna get any information out of them.
What about Ginger's parents? Do you have any way to contact them? Maybe they'd have something to say about all this. They probably believe you, being a roommate and all.
yeah. In the Rolodex in your apartment, you would see the number.
Okay. Yeah, I could get it. I mean, I feel like that place is knock on wood, pretty unwatched right now. I've been there a few times and nothing really seems different, besides everything being kind of torn apart when she, like, hastily moved. But I'm sure I could get her family's number from there. I know his goal is, besides whatever horrible thing he does to his actresses, but he basically leeches all their money dry from their families and then he moves on.
Jeez. What an asshole.
We have, like, premium cable, so I know her parents have money.
HBO and everything.
Well, I mean, I can't do much from here, but I can certainly brainstorm if it helps, guys.
Yeah, anything helps.
Do you think one of you guys could show this to Raquel? Maybe ask her about it later? And he kind of holds the bookmark out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I plan on going there anyway.
Oh.
If you'd like to come. He looks over at Heather.
Yeah, definitely. Should we tell her about the cliffhanger at the end of the book, or are we just bringing the whole book?
I'd look over at Walter. Volume 14, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a question about that too. Did I go through all the other books, or did I just pick up 14 for some reason? How did I
It
end
fell.
up at that?
It fell and it opened to the last page.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha. Good deal.
Like, do you want to keep it secret like the rest of the club seems to do with all their books? Like, I understand if you don't fully trust her.
No, it's not that. I mean,
I don't...
honestly, I was going to give these books back to them now that I know what they contain. I'm not going to sell them just to some random nobody now. But that's a different story. But no, I mean, Raquel's been on the level with us the whole time, as far as I know, and we're kind of asking her for knowledge that, pertains to this symbol. I mean, she may know some insight that could help.
Yeah, I don't think we really need the book. Might be better here.
Yeah.
With you guys anyway.
I can remember the one line.
Yeah, he says, I've got to kind of look through these anyway, and since I'm not really going anywhere, I figure this should be enough to keep me busy for a while.
Plot your lines.
Always plotting lines.
All right. So speaking of plotting lines, Walter, because you're looking at this last page here, give me an intelligence roll.
Ooh, a 5 is pretty damn good.
Ooh.
All right. So, Walter, it takes multiple of these books to form one of the cubes. You finish the cube because there's like there's a certain code that's basically a period at the end of the sentence. And at the end of book 14, you see that same code. It seems to you that they couldn't possibly fit another code for an entire cube into one more book, book 15.
I'm not quite sure I get that. So, I mean, you're saying that I have everything I need for the cube that's pertaining to my stuff, right?
Correct.
But then there's a beginning part of a code, is what you're saying? There's another piece?
Well, there could be another bit, but all of it wouldn't be in book 15.
Yeah, which means it bleeds over into 16 possibly. And who does that belong to? Do we know who has numbers?
Yes, you do, actually.
This might be a little paranoid, but I suspect that Brightly means to use the 15th book to basically turn the negative effects against me as opposed to him or possibly the others. But from what Willis kind of hinted at, and just the simple fact that we're kind of running out of time leading up to this ritual.
If I had to guess, given that they seem to have an argument about books and then that one disappeared, is that whoever had 16, and if it is... Wait, do we know who has that 16 or don't we?
16 through 30 are under the possession of Tom Winkle-Specht.
Oh, Tommy never changes his clothes.
Oh,
Great.
okay. Well, then that throws my theory out the window. I was wondering if they realize that they're missing like one part of the code that would be, part of a cube that would be in the book previous. Mm-hmm. I wonder if they realize that part of it is also in 14 as well. I don't know. It's very strange. If all this has to be precise, and they're not concerned that there's a book missing when there's obviously, or so you think, code for another cube in it, or part of another cube.
I mean, do they know that there's a book missing besides Raquel? Does
Yeah.
that everybody
Yeah,
knows?
they do.
We've talked about it that night that Walter was kind of passing out with
Oh,
2 hit
right,
points
when
left.
we were all at the... Yeah.
Do I see any stethoscopes around me?
One of the nurses has left one on the heart monitor next to Walter.
Yoink.
Okay?
I'll take a note. I'm gonna try to, pocket that.
Okay.
We might need it. While we're at the school, I'd like to try a crack at that safe again.
Yeah.
We got to find this book, and
Yes.
running around failing rolls
Dude, that,
is not
that
going to do it.
episode drove me crazy listening to it.
Yeah. We're just fumbling around, and don't try to climb the shelves again this time.
I wasn't. I was just trying to help.
All right. When do you guys go do that?
Let's go now.
What's our priorities here?
We're kind of planning on going to the school when we leave here, but at the moment, I think we're just shooting the shit and speculating. I don't think there's really... Is there anything we need to tell Raquel otherwise that you wouldn't on the phone there, Walter?
I don't necessarily think we should tell her that we acquired things from Brightly's personal effects, so I don't really think there's too much else to tell her.
Although I want to go and fill her in on what's going on with Willis.
That's probably a good
and
idea.
that he might not be fully there, so, just be on her guard and all. And also, what else did I want from her?
Do you want to return the van, by the way? And I'll follow you, and then you could just get in this car that's not stolen.
This isn't stolen. I borrowed it. And it's a rental, so it wasn't his anyway.
All right. Well, you put a note on a snake's body, so I don't know.
I used the pin. Do I still need Raquel for more to learn that spell to change my face if I wanted to? I don't know. Did she did finish that translation?
Yeah, you
right?
have the translated version of
And
it.
I have the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, then otherwise, maybe just ask her some questions and pick her brain a little bit.
Okay.
There was another thing about Freeman. So I suspected that he was kind of in with Winklespect and Brightly, given the context of the answering machine messages. They knew something about these girls. University of Penn girls, that is. And then I saw the handwriting, the case I was working on. I looked into his basement, and there was a strange device. It was like a little box, 6 wires, big reel-to-reel, possible blood stain on the floor. It was locked as well, so I don't know. It looks suspect, so we have to get back to his place at some point, and I need someone to distract him or let me know when he's not going to be around or when he's going to be at class or something. So Raquel could answer that as well.
Guys, I hate to kind of point out the obvious, but I really don't think we can count on the Megas 5 for this. I think it's really up to us to take care of this threat.
I'm glad that you feel that way. I absolutely don't trust them. If they're willing to give up 10 years of their lives, including you, and that's what needs to be done, I mean, I want to try to avoid killing them for now, but
Wow.
I am not...
Whoa. I didn't say anything about killing the members of the Megas 5. I just don't think that they're...
I want to avoid having them arrested for now, then, we'll say. They have to be available. However, I am still working this case, and I'm going to get justice for those girls.
Ooh.
And if they were involved in their deaths,
Then let's kill them.
these collegiate wizards are going down.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Jesus, Heather.
I'm just saying, if they tortured those poor girls, they killed them.
We can't go vigilante. We got to do this by
I'm
the
saying
books.
after we get evidence.
You're not even a cop anymore.
I'm trying to be.
If Brightly can grab someone's heart without actually cutting someone open, there's no telling what what they might know similarly.
That's a good point. We'll have to tread very carefully, but that's why we're going to need help. And you're stuck here. So, as far as extra lookouts and stuff, We're gonna have to ask her, I guess. She's the only one that seems like we can trust. Raquel, that is.
Yeah. He nods in agreement.
I don't know. We need more information. So, I don't know. The school's the only place I got at the moment. I might be able to get some things on your professor as well. I still have a warrant to get student records, and I have yet to use it. As long as they don't call it in, we should be good.
All right.
It's just printed yesterday.
Well, I mean, this is good. If nothing else, talking about this probably helps keep us sane. Hopefully we can find the answers we're looking for and go from there. Walter actually breathes out a sigh of relief after kind of just externalizing those thoughts.
Yeah, let's go steal some shit.
Okay, it's still the middle of the afternoon. Let's, wait for a little while. Let's get some information first.
I'm not saying right away.
Are you guys just going to wait?
Well, we're going to go to the school. We're going to wait to steal stuff. We're not immediately going to start
No,
stealing.
let's talk to
on the
Raquel
way.
first.
Besides, I just scored this stethoscope. Totally stole it.
Sweet.
You already stole medical supplies, too.
All right.
We're good. You're good for like 2 hours.
Actually, maybe I should take some more stuff. And then I clear out all the drawers with gauze and tapes and needles and
don't
stuff.
take
I'm not going to take everything.
How am I gonna
They don't
explain
know.
all
It's
this?
that's what insurance is for.
You just fill in your purse?
I'm shoveling things into my purse, knowing nothing about what insurance is for because I guarantee she doesn't have insurance.
All right. So you steal a bunch of medical supplies? Just nothing huge.
No, bandages and maybe a couple syringes. I don't know for what. Maybe I have to collect some,
Goop.
some stuff for some goop for one of these science bitches. I don't know.
Well, while you're packing your things, I'm going to use the phone very quickly. And I'll dial up my man's Freddy.
You call Freddy up, and you hear him go, "Yeah, it's Freddy."
Freddy, returning your page.
Oh, hey, what's up, bud?
What do you got for me?
Well, that new candy bar just dropped, and I got it for you at my apartment right now.
Excellent. I have a sweet tooth that needs to be set. I hang up. I look at them and just kind of shake my head and put the phone down.
Definitely looking at you with a gross face. What?
I kind of I don't know what just happened. Somebody picked up an illegal gun for me, to be honest.
Sounds sweet. So delicious.
What would be crazy is if Walter had a roommate this whole time and we didn't know.
The curtain pulls over.
Would you guys shut up?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I pictured. Shut up. Oh my
The
god.
fuck are you guys talking about? You guys are nuts.
He gets all of us 302'd.
All right, then. Pretty much ready to roll.
All right. Before we do anything, then, as you leave the hospital, Heather, give me a spot hidden roll.
Yay. Dude. 1. 0, 0,
Nice.
1.
1.
Fuck.
0,
Nice.
0,
Knuckles.
1. You're gonna have to
Knuckles.
mute that bad boy.
Damn it.
Ow,
Motherfucker.
ow.
Yeah, what,
my
George?
God. Ooh.
What?
My
What?
streak is over
What?
a failing spot hidden. That's like 1,000,000 points, baby.
All right. So, Heather, out in the parking lot, as you're going to your car, I'm guessing, you're going to Ginger's car or Walt's car?
Yeah, Walt's car.
All right, as you're walking to Walter's car, you see another car parked behind it. And in the car, you see a guy, looks like he pulls something down from his face real quick.
Like binoculars?
Could be. And then you see next to the car a large pile of cigarette butts. And we're going to end the episode there.
No. 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 Guys.
You sound like one of those cats that make those weird people sounds.
No. It is just me and my cat all the time, so we're kind of BFF. I'm gonna take a picture of this for you guys. It's very exciting.
All right, so guys.
Luck rolls.
All right, so it is the third episode. That's right. So it is a luck episode. Let's roll it up, guys.
Oof, I got lucky. I got 17. That's a low. Yeah, I passed, but
that is low. Okay.
Real close.
You want to roll over it. Yeah. You want to fail it, which isn't hard to do. I rolled a 65, and I have 10 luck.
All right.
So I got...
Roll that D10.
I get a 2.
Farts.
It's kind of cool. With all the things that are against you in this game, I'm glad they make luck easy to pass.
Yeah.
George makes it hard.
Got a 4. Really hoping for a 9er.
4 is better than 2.
It is.
Another week of fails. Or another, not week, but, you know.
Really?
Well, how much luck do you have left?
He's sitting on like 98
You're sitting over there like a Darkwing Duck over there just swimming through coins. But instead of coins, it's luck.
I get the references.
Close.
Some of the references
The one was a spin-off of the other, I think.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You all know
Might
what
have been
I mean.
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck and his number one guy.
Scrooge, not Darkwing. I got all this stuff wrong. I got...
DuckTales. Woo woo.
Well, let's hope you don't get everything wrong in the next episode. Thanks to everyone for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
you.
especially to our Patreon supporters. And everyone remember, sanity is overrated.
Well, while we have a moment of interruption, I'd like to say slightly skewed snake sympathizer sigils. All right. I had to get that out. I was holding it in. You guys just kept saying S's. It was fucking me up.
Too many mouth S's. Guys, your K's are popping. It's making me barf.
Oh, shit.
S's are too snaky.